2011 when it came out.
We're live.
Yep. I'm just.
I don't want to say how old I was.
I'm picking out what I want for this vampire battle.
Sure.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot too.
This is the vampire, right?
But we have like
Sure.
Bob and the 50.
Yeah, they're just gonna like stomp on him.
Yeah, ready to stomp on him. Everyone grab an arm.
Well, I already like shot him
Twice. You
twice.
shot him twice. Yeah.
I shot him
I'm
out of the
not
sky.
getting involved.
Shoot
You know, a lot of
that
the
junk out of the sky.
a lot of the grids here would like work well in castles of Mad King Ludwig. Like there's like nice little bedrooms and stuff in here. Bobby would be salivating. Play one bedroom to extend the game by half an hour. And then multiple people can do that over and over again.
That was a house rule.
Oh, okay.
No, bedrooms were not a house rule.
No.
But we also just played sometimes where we went through all the rooms.
Right, that was a house rule.
That was fun.
I never played that game.
Never will.
No.
What happened to it?
No, it's probably in my basement.
Yeah. Alright, I think I've got a combo set up here. Yeah.
Right now, man, you're the only character I see. And you're not getting involved. I think the cat ate some of them.
Yeah, that can happen.
Is your green bag?
Is part of the equation.
Is there a green bag?
I mean, I'm not gonna be able to see him behind the 50 guys, and I don't want to be close enough to see him.
And take sanity.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
and be in the fray.
I think this is everything you need there.
Alright, let's take a few beans. Oh, something else.
Oh, we're already live.
Yep. We're keeping it live.
We're keeping it real live.
Okay, and then we use this other one.
Is this you, Thomas? Were you the Blue Man group?
Yeah, I think so.
Just the big sword guy?
What's stripping on? Yeah.
Probably
It's
one
like
of the figures.
Ladybug toy.
Ladybug, yeah.
The Ladybug Club. Yep. Yeah, look at that.
Look at that. That's the vampire.
Yep. Where's Ardith Bay?
I don't know. That's what I said. I can't find who I think I was playing or her.
Well, you know, Locke knocked a lot off.
He did. He
Oh
had.
man, dude, I haven't seen this Gandalf guy in a while.
Under the couch or
Yep.
under
Oh my
a table.
god.
Yeah.
Hell is
Let me see.
that? Well, I'd be happy if we just find a female.
Me too.
Not this flesh-eating
This was
ghoul.
made
Ooh.
in the land where the coronavirus
Oh,
comes
this
from.
is that old
I
man.
believe it.
I wonder if it's the only thing in this.
I don't
No,
see many
couldn't be.
females, unfortunately.
Man, what the
Made in
heck?
Oh, this was you.
That's me.
Mang, what's the story about the whistleblower doctor guy who's dead now? Did he die of the virus?
Yeah.
Was he given the virus by the government for whistleblowing about
Maybe,
it?
but the exact same
Injected
thing happened to like the guy who first discovered SARS. The doctor, he died of it.
What the hell?
You looking for dice?
I can't find mine at home. What do I need? I need
Did they discover it because
D6
they
and
had
a
it?
D3.
Probably not.
There's the
I don't
little
think that's-
tiny
I
D6.
think it's probably from working in contact with
Yeah.
Talking about one of like these.
their
Or-
professional
Uh,
curiosity
This one,
is their
and then I need a
downfall.
3.
Kind of like the premise of like SCP campaigns and so your professional curiosity. Just, yeah. All Lovecraftian stuff, you know, professional curiosity. Yep. Batman is behind. Do you like being Batman? Is that
No,
in
he's
there?
supposed to be Gandalf.
Oh, okay. Oh, Gandalf's right here.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be in this battle.
Okay.
He is Gandalf. I think we're all. Where do you want us set up?
1 sec.
Yep.
Okay.
Who's Blade?
That's a vampire.
Vampire.
Oh, found it.
Doesn't even look vampiretical.
I mean,
Mert, did you do something in the battle? No, I don't think that you could have. Because I have the vampire's current HP from the 2 shots,
yeah, he
but
fell.
Mert's ridden by it.
I mean, we ran to him.
Yeah, I think
But that
him and
was-
his squad is surrounding him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
I called everybody over.
Right.
Okay.
Shouted from the rooftop that
Was
I was
all the rest of us
perched
in the
upon.
same place?
Well, I
yeah.
should still be on the
Trying to
rooftop.
remember, she was
Yeah,
the one
she
that
was the one on the
was-
roof.
Is this
Rooftop.
Ardith Bay?
Yeah.
I'm the white one.
Hey, it's a female archer.
Yeah.
I know. It's,
Oh my gosh.
It's destiny.
It's
Okay.
actually perfect.
I should paint it. Except, I wouldn't do a very good job.
Is this Merrick?
So,
That's
Yeah.
actually pretty awesome. He's very blue, but he's just he's a solemn faced man
Yeah.
holding a giant sword.
It's pretty accurate,
Orange.
besides the blueness.
The blue.
But I am lightning based, so.
Okay, Mert, just fill the bridge behind you with your 50 men.
How many men should it be?
Fill the bridge.
The bridge.
You can just pick
Okay.
stuff as you go.
just be zombies.
Yeah, your zombie men.
Zombie men.
Your holy
Eagles.
paladin leading the zombie.
Yeah.
All right. So, we are in the flow of combat now. I know Artemis is hanging back, so the participants will be the 3 of you for now. Maybe eventually, if the bridge clears, Artemis can come in for mop-up duty if necessary.
I
but-
mean, if 53 people can't handle it, I don't know why.
yeah, you probably didn't want to be involved to
Yeah.
begin with. Okay.
That's what you think.
If I see like 40 of your dudes die, I'm booking.
Peacing out.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll go join Zuknu.
Yeah. Become one of those new ambassador
Yeah,
guys.
sounds
Yeah,
good.
that's pretty cool. All right. So the vampire has now lost its human appearance, and it is now a size 1 horrifying undead.
Ooh.
And to see it in its true form, it's going to sap the courage of everyone near, save for the bravest. So, I will need will checks with 1 bane from the party.
Okay. How do you want me to do that for all my men? 50 rolls.
Let's see.
I'd prefer not to do things
Yeah,
that way.
I agree.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
I feel like this isn't my sheet. Is this my sheet?
Mm-hmm.
That's my sheet.
So what is the Bane do? You roll a
d6 and apply it as a minus.
Okay.
You said it was with one bane. I get a boon for will save.
All right, then
so
it cancels. Yep.
Not great.
I got,
A 4 for Mert.
I
okay.
got 13.
What'd you get?
16.
And I'll roll for my. I'll just roll for the 50.
Well, the one who had the best chance of passing.
Yeah.
Yikes. What'd
They rolled
roll?
good. Well, 15 flat. I don't know what
Okay.
their will might be. but-
Okay.
They'll carry you.
A chunk of them hang back,
Never mind,
but
it's 14 for me.
the rest keep going.
Okay.
Mert,
Yeah.
you're frightened right now,
Yeah.
so you can't take fast turns. And
All right.
you
I bolstered boon.
Oh.
When frightened, use trigger to make will save.
okay.
Remove it and have a boon plus for a whole minute.
Okay.
Rolled a 14.
All right. You're no longer frightened,
All right.
but you did take 2 insanity
Oh,
from
okay.
failing the will check.
Okay. So insanity originally we started at 0, correct?
Yep.
Okay. I haven't taken any, so this
Nope. This is the first time you've been a little bit.
crazy.
yeah.
Is there like a cap on insanity?
Yeah,
Your
because then it
will.
resets and you gain
Oh,
a madness.
your will attribute.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Except you get +1 for every soul spell, you know. So my cap is actually 17.
Ooh, you can go pretty. You can
Take
go
it off.
pretty crazy.
Okay.
In the library.
All right.
That's true.
You're going.
So, Mert, we're just going to. I'm going to rule it this way.
Yep.
We're not going to individually move your men,
Okay.
but if you get into melee range of the vampire, they're going to boost your attack and damage significantly.
Okay. So it's more.
If you take damage, some of one
Them.
or two of them might die.
Okay.
But I'm ruling it. They're not brave enough to face him without you kind of at the tip of
helm.
the spear.
Okay.
So that's how we're gonna have your men.
That sounds good.
All right. If you were like in an open field and had maybe like twice as many men, then we probably would just say the encounter's won. But the conditions are a little bit trickier right
Sure.
now because you're
Sure.
leading them across the
On a
river in
bridge.
the city.
Yeah.
All right. So I will need people to declare fast or slow as per usual.
I think we mostly have to go slow.
Is
'cause
there
we
a
have to
charge? Is there a charge action in this, or it's like you have to move?
Let's see.
move. Yeah, Sean would know better than that. Man, we'll just say you're like right here.
Here's
Spirit.
Yeah,
melee
just like-
attack options. Charge, page 52.
Oh, sounds promising.
Doesn't it?
Sounds like charging is a thing.
I think it could be. Charge. When you use an action to charge, you make the attack roll with the Bane until the end of the round. You move your speed. Any point during your movement, you make one attack with a melee weapon or with an attribute to knock down or shove a creature. So, it's particularly the result of a successful charge knocks the creature down.
Oh. So it's not an
And
attack.
Is it
necess-
also a fast action? Is it like one action basically?
Well, actions by themselves are not fast or slow, but it allows you to move and attack with an action. Or it is an action. So if you take a fast action, typically you either move or you do an action. Here it's you get to move and do the charge effect as well.
So I would have to do a slow action if I want to charge.
No, would not. You could do fast to charge.
All right.
I will go slow.
Is he standing?
What's the difference?
Okay, with a slow action, you get You go further back in the round, but you can move and attack.
Do I need that to declare my hunt prey? My quarry, do I need to do?
I feel like it's probably a free action.
Yeah, I don't think you need.
Is that one of your hunter or ranger powers?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure he's been your quarry since when you were shooting at
Oh,
him
that's
before.
true.
So,
I'll do fast.
Okay.
So I don't need to move.
You're just shooting.
Shoot 'em.
all right.
I'll go fast.
So me and mine go slow.
I'll let Art. Well, I mean, Ardith Bay, do you want to resolve yours first? Because you and Merrick both have a fast action.
Yes. Alright. He is my quarry. I don't even want to tell you what I rolled.
Is it 1?
It was a 2.
Okay, yeah, that'll miss.
This die is.
It's cursed.
I need a better.
Okay, Merrick, go ahead.
Alright, I'll do the charge.
Okay.
As discussed.
I will take this one.
So-
I got 10 speed. I can go 1, 2, 3,
Oh, yeah.
4. I'll get to him.
Yep. I'll have him occupy that square specifically. All right.
So I have a cumbersome. I don't know. All the effects: 2 banes, 2 boons. So I'm just gonna roll straight attack.
Yeah, and you know what? If you don't want to specifically knock him over, if you'd rather just deal damage, I'll let you do that instead.
Oh,
The
it's
charge.
knockover instead.
Yeah,
Ah,
but I'm
yeah.
allowing you to have the option to just do damage to him instead.
I got 2 as well.
And there's
Okay.
like 50 guys there. Why wouldn't you knock them over?
Yep. Well, it doesn't matter. The attack missed. Okay. Having all the fast actions been resolved, the vampire chooses to make a fast action because he has a target in melee range.
Thomas, just start making your next character.
Why did I rush in?
Fools
When there were
rush in.
50.
Okay.
Pawns behind me.
He'll use one of his special attacks.
Oh.
Double attack. He does the claw attack twice. So he just goes like,
Rakes
it's
at
just
me.
it's Wolverine type thing.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. +5 with 3 boons.
His claws are not metal.
His claws are like,
Are they
Span.
adamantium?
Yeah.
He's not
Yeah.
Wolverine.
Nails.
It's
Yeah,
not
nails.
Okay.
he misses the first attack. What's your armor, Merrick?
15.
Yeah, you have pretty good armor. He hits the second attack. However, and typically you'd be grabbed. However, he failed by such a threshold with the first attack that I'm going to ignore the grabbed. Alright, you take 9 damage from the second one.
Ooh, dog.
Yep. Alright, go ahead, Mert.
Okay.
You see the vampire is dueling with Merrick, and his claws have rent some large scrapes into Merrick's flesh. You see blood kind of spray out.
How's your HP? How much did you take?
9.
He took 9.
I've got 18
Yeah.
left.
Okay.
He's doing okay
That was
for
a
now.
third. Yeah, but if you would have hit twice.
Could be dead next turn.
Yeah. I go
That's
to
good
there.
anyways.
I'll just have this as like your zombie aura
Entourage.
here. Yeah.
And I make attack him with Fang of Serpent.
Does that have range 1?
My glaive is a
Yeah,
reach,
it's
a
right.
reach
Okay,
reach
cool.
weapon. So I only attack 1. So I attack with the boon, and I've already got another boon. Don't need it. Okay.
Okay. You gain an extra boon because of your squad.
Okay. Ooh, that's big.
Is that better than the other one? Remember, with more boons means you take the better result of the boons.
Right.
You don't
right,
take
right.
both. Yeah.
It is the best one. That was
Okay.
the best roll.
All
I
right.
think it's a 13
Total
total.
versus armor.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think
Alright.
so. I could heal Thomas or attack him again. My Thrill of Command lets me my first slow turn. I take in combat an extra action.
Yep.
Feel like with those boons, I'd rather attack him again.
Okay.
The Outer Worlds delayed on Nintendo Switch due to coronavirus.
The first delay of Metal.
18.
One thing got to do another. Like their whole team is sick or
The
something.
port, the company doing the port is closed because like, every business in China is closed.
Huh.
Yeah.
Sean, did an 18 hit him?
Yes.
Okay. Hit him for 10.
Is that weapon damage?
Weapon damage.
Alright.
Yeah. Do I notice it doesn't do as much?
As opposed to what?
Yeah.
He's only been hit
The
by
other
weapon
time
damage.
you've hit a vampire.
That's true.
Yeah.
You're right.
So you said 10?
Yep, 10.
New round. Oh, sorry. I forgot the damage bonus for you guys too.
Oh,
Give me another d6 for them.
roll another 4.
Okay, so 14 total.
Yep.
Alright.
That's pretty big. I mean, I have no idea it's HP, but...
New round.
Fast.
Fast.
I'm debating. Yeah, I mean, fast seems right.
Alright. Up to you guys how you want to resolve order.
Athena can go. We can go in the same order we went.
Alright.
Alright. What do I add to my d20?
It's probably
Well, you have
a
an
check.
attack bonus. I think you also have a feature in your class that lets you add more to that.
I think it depends on your weapon type. Hers is probably agility. Gets
Yeah,
added.
it'd be your roll plus your agility, and I think it's plus another thing with your
Probably a boon.
Yeah.
we'll consult it again quick.
So she's what, a hunter?
Yeah, we gotta add up all of her stuff.
It's the agility mod.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I need to write this down.
Yeah, I mean, it should be on your character sheet by now.
Well,
Where
it has my damage, but I don't know other than rolling.
That's why I think it's your agility, or me and Thomas, it's our strength.
Yeah, I'll go slow.
Nice.
looking up Hunter again.
Oh no, for damage I get extra 1d6 of damage.
Oh, Hunter's not in the book. Ranger's in the book.
I have hunter. It doesn't say any. I mean, it does say the 1d6 thing. Oh, when you attack with a dagger, long knife, spear, bow, or longbow, you make the attack with one boon. Meaning you roll a d6 to add on to that.
Oh, so I have my d20 plus my agility mod
Plus a boon.
plus a boon.
Yep.
Okay, I've written it down.
And you do have also the combat prowess, which gives you the 1d6 extra damage.
Okay, so that's 18.
Yep, that's just enough.
Okay.
It's going to take some big hits.
10 damage.
Alright. Other fast can go.
One.
You need a new d20. Put that one away. That one is cursed.
Thomas.
No, don't use that one. This one I use. It's terrible.
As you
I
miss,
don't want that.
one of those potions that you had with you slips out of your pocket and shatters onto the ground.
Or this orange one.
Yikes. So did anything
I'm
happen?
trying to remember how many you had. 5?
4.
4.
I had 5. I buried 1, I think.
Alright,
So-
and then another one just broke, so now you have 3.
I dropped to the ground and tried to lick up the scraps.
Do you?
No.
Okay. Then merge the other, or are you slow?
No, I went fast.
Alright, go
I'll
ahead.
do my attack on him.
Alright.
Same fang.
Same thing.
Same fang. 16.
Oh.
No, I didn't think so.
Okay.
hearts isn't a really drinkable size.
Yes,
It
it is.
It's like a pint of milk.
Yeah. It's like
That's why it's there.
what's that called? Chug a jug or whatever it's called.
The milk chugs.
I think I know what you mean, but it just sounds funny.
Well, that's the milk I've been giving Locke.
Well, no wonder he's antisocial.
Every time I go
He's
to
in
the
a
people,
coma.
I get sick.
Giving them bleach.
He'll keep attacking Thomas. He misses. Yep.
Yeah, we're not attacking, so well you hit, right?
I hit
How much damage did you do?
10.
Okay, so we're doing some stuff.
Okay, Artemis, you were like across the river,
Yeah, he was slow.
so you can approach.
Oh. Okay, I'll take a few steps, I guess,
Yep.
and then I'm gonna use spell recovery
All right.
to get back a casting of a spell.
Okay. You can put yourself with like the Goombas on the bridge. All right.
Whoa.
I don't know. We'll make room
In
for
their
you. In the
midst, yeah.
midst, yeah.
Why are they so far back, Mark?
It's
You have
just
10
They're,
just supposed
they're
to be
frightened.
If you wanted, you could be further along.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Let's flip the round over again.
Slow.
Pass.
Fast.
fast.
Okay, fast may go. Go ahead, roll damage. This is like the 5th arrow from Ardith Bay he's got in him.
11.
Okay.
Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Yep.
So minus.
Don't neglect him.
Nope.
Other fast.
There we go. It's 19 and a boon. Ooh, this might be a good.
That's gonna go over 20 then.
Yeah, but it's gonna be over 20.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a 28.
Alright, well, that'll hit.
Ooh, you rolled 8.
And so on a 20 plus result, beats AC by 5.
It does.
I get to cast a spell as a triggered action.
Nice.
So I'll get to that. I guess I'll remember
This
regular
being the
damage
trigger,
first.
rolling over 20. Yeah, okay.
So does it do regular damage first, then I'll cast a spell?
Alright.
$14 damage. And
Pretty good.
I will cast Jolt as my triggered. So
Yeah,
it's
jolt
a
him.
touch attack. Does it's will roll versus agility score.
Okay.
So I think it's your
So
will
I
versus.
roll will.
Yeah.
Well, it's still against his agility score, but yeah, it's probably.
That's a result of 10.
It fails.
Alright. Is he wearing metal armor?
No. He's like naked.
Okay. Yep. Then that's that.
Alright. Did you go slow, Mark?
Oh no, I went fast.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna do Epiphany, so I can roll 2 d20s.
Okay.
9 and a 16. Ooh, 16 is pretty good. 22.
You got the max boom?
I got a 5.
Oh, I see. Plus your. Okay, well,
Yeah.
that hits.
Jeez. I rolled 2 1s.
Okay.
4 damage.
4 damage. I think May's hunting like.
Yeah, probably. But did he go fast or did he go slow?
Slow.
Yeah, so. Couldn't find the feet.
He's one of them now.
You were supposed to.
He has the ability to merge into walls at will.
Yep. You will see him the same way you see Boogle in photographs.
It's been less than
I
a
feel
week.
like this is a.
So Boogle's taken to him?
I thought
Yeah.
this was supposed to. This sounds like a Obi-Wan Anakin. You were the chosen one.
That's what Susie said.
You're supposed to be better than that.
Ben thinks it's because I have a very quiet house.
Oh, for sure.
So anything that's not quiet,
Yeah.
Oh,
they don't like.
Yeah. I mean, they get used
They become
to.
molded by the quiet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's probably.
Bane's
Why aren't you
giving a
louder?
speech.
What?
Why aren't you louder?
I don't like.
Well, by yourself. What are you
Alright.
doing?
Yeah.
Murder,
I
he
talk to
turns his
myself all
attention
the
to you.
time.
Okay.
Loud?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
Or I sing. Must be generally obnoxious.
What is your
It's very
armor?
freeing when you're by
14.
yourself.
No, I don't do that.
Okay. He narrowly misses you.
Oh boy.
I've only rolled one hit so far with him.
Mm-hmm.
Vampire's a real chump.
You guys are chumping him, and Artemis is drawing closer.
Well, I would cast Walk the Sky,
All right,
and then I'll just fly above him.
Oh boy.
noted.
Frightening.
Okay, we'll flip the round.
Yeah, there's no reason not to go fast.
You're gonna drop a bomb on him?
I don't think I have bombs.
Well, Ardith.
You can start the round, Ardith.
She found the right D20 to roll.
Yeah.
That would be 22.
Versus armor.
I mean, whatever its first.
Yeah,
Yes.
AC.
Versus defense.
Is that over 5? Oh, is that over 5 over their defense?
We need one more.
Damn it.
Yeah, I think this is 18
Yep.
to hit.
Oh, well, yes. I still hit them.
All right.
5.
We're doing it.
Okay.
Thomas can go again.
Mm.
16.
Nope.
Yeah, 18 is the number
Yep.
to hit. Alright, I do Epiphany again.
Okay.
I got one.
Spam an epiphany.
Just spamming them, trying to see into the future. 17 and 17. Oh, I rolled 2 17s.
Well, either one is good enough.
Yeah, and my 2 boons got me to 18. I
Alright.
rolled 2 ones.
Just good enough.
Just
yeah.
good enough. 7 damage.
All right.
One more Epiphany to go.
Okay. It's the vampire. Wait, are you fast, Ming?
Yeah, he was
Sorry, go ahead.
Crushed. That's 24 versus strength.
Yep.
Okay.
That was all good rolls.
That's 17 damage.
Source of damage.
It's like force. isn't it?
Telekinetic.
Okay.
Force damage.
17.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled 20 or plus, so an extra 5.
21. No, 22.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah. that was-
Then he has
he
to
rolled
roll,
all 5s on his 4 dice.
He has to roll his strength challenge roll. If he fails, he's impaired for 1 round.
He succeeded.
Okay.
Okay.
It does not help that he's rolled badly on his attacks.
Yep. Well, he's gonna attack Mert.
Okay.
Mert, you take 3 damage and you're grabbed,
Oh, well.
which triggers blood drain.
Great.
Ew.
Okay.
You have no blood now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So I'm gonna need to know your strength.
11.
You are charmed until you complete a rest. That was the failure of the vampire. So the success was much worse.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yep. And you're also grabbed too.
All right.
What does charmed entail?
Charmed creature sees the source of the affliction as a trusted friend and ally.
So why would he be grabbing him? Explain that shit.
He's embracing him.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. The charmed creature cannot choose the creature that bestowed the affliction as the target of its attacks.
Okay.
Until you complete a rest.
Okay.
So
You
Murd
might
is
as
just jump in the
That's
fucking river.
devastating.
There's a waste.
Can he be attacked while embracing?
Yeah, why not?
You're hugging a vampire?
Well, no, I
He's your
mean,
buddy now.
the vampire grabbed him.
I do have a interesting. It would be.
Got blast
It's
out
a
of it.
theoretical
I'm
thing.
gonna sick your 50 dudes
Sean.
on you.
What's that?
You have to be the judge of this. Do I see him hurt?
Oh, you're not charmed. You're not charmed.
Oh,
I read it wrong.
okay.
Good thing you asked.
Yep.
That wasn't what I asked. What? That because he failed?
So, I just kind of jumped to the bottom, but it's basically if he gets a success and then you fail another thing after he gets the success is the charmed.
Oh, okay.
I saw on a failure this, but it was on something else. So
Okay.
don't worry. Yep.
So I don't have to roll anything to try.
You are
to
not charmed. You're still grabbed.
grabbed. Okay.
All right. Is that everybody?
I think so.
Okay.
My question was, Sean, if I did get charmed, would I want to try to heal him? Would I think that I would try to heal him?
No.
Okay. That's good. That's all.
I mean, it would only be so much as if Mert would want to heal an ally. So possibly,
Yeah.
but I mean, you're not dictating. You just, if you're charmed, you cannot attack the charmed.
Right.
Yep. Okay. New round.
Fast.
Fast, especially now that I'm. Is there? Oh no.
What did you do in the air?
Grab. How does grab and all that work?
So if you're grabbed,
I know D&D's version, but I don't know.
This ain't
This ain't no
D&D.
D&D.
if you're grabbed by like a creature that's like larger than you pretty much can't break unless it's dead. But this
Okay.
is the same size as you, so there is a way.
Got desperate after you crushed him.
He's gonna get real desperate when I crush him again.
Well, Mert, I'll just have you. You can spend until I find it in the book. You can spend your move action to make a strength challenge roll against him,
Okay.
and if your result is higher than his strength, you'll break the grab.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Ardith Bay, you can begin. Yep. 20, 24. Holy shit! You're gonna get above 5.
That's about 5.
Then I get an extra.
Yep.
That's 3d6. She's on crush level right there. If she rolls.
13.
That's real good.
Okay. When your arrow hits, you see him kind of go like, "Argh!" And his body turns into a mist. You see all of the arrows fall out of it.
Ooh.
Am I grabbed?
No, you're no longer grabbed.
It's the mist grabbing.
Is the mist like tangible?
It's gonna take a perception check. I know Ardith Bay normally gets boons for perception.
Probably, yeah.
All perception rolls have 1 boon.
Yep, she is at a greater distance. In fact, I don't know what happened. Oh, there she is. Yep. So
we would roll perception.
So it's gonna neutral. It's gonna be neutral for Ardith Bay. No boon.
Okay.
And then yeah, you all can make a perception check.
So how did perception? How did that work on the roll?
There's a
I have a
number.
perception number.
So it's probably the same as like an ability score. I perceive nothing.
I also perceive nothing.
17.
My God, he's gone.
I rolled a 15.
All right, you rolled a 17. You rolled a 15.
Oh wait,
Maybe
no,
we
I
could.
still had a boon. I rolled what's 4 more than what I said?
What did you say? I don't
50,
think you
50,
said.
50.
It's
14.
against
19.
It's against his agility.
So I rolled a 19.
Okay, 19. You had a 17 total. Okay. The two of you see the mist.
Okay.
You're able to track it with your eyes. The rest, it. So we're gonna change the board here.
Drop them. Just dump them off. Dump Gandalf into the river.
Okay. Now I'm ready to dump again.
Oh, Gandalf. All my men into the river. It's like a Pokemon stadium. Beat Star Wars finally last week.
Which one?
Fallen Order.
Is that the new one?
Yeah.
Is it cool?
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
It's got a good cool score.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Especially.
Mert, can you
yeah.
tell me one RPG system that has cool as a stat?
There might only be one. You've played it.
Have I played it?
Was it Stars Without Borders? No.
Starts with
God damn it.
That's not even a
Without
system.
numbers.
Not real, man.
Stars Without Numbers. Cool. I played one that had cool.
Yeah.
Is it like Dungeon Crawl Classic? No. What the heck system had cool?
Oh,
Sprawl?
Yes, it's Sprawl.
Oh, it took me a while to get there.
Oh, I guess there's 2 systems that have cool.
Oh, there's
Were you
a,
thinking of?
Edge of Empire is cool too.
I didn't play that.
Does it?
Yeah.
I actually think I read the rules though, because I think maybe I was going to.
I wonder if Icon says. No.
No.
Icon has no stats. He's just unbelievably strong.
Where are we now?
The map got bigger.
This is just like streets over here.
So we're running. That's the mist.
That's the mist.
Okay.
It is.
We follow it.
It is a new round starting now.
Okay.
I wonder how much it moved.
It moved like 14.
Is it
moved
still
lot.
a mist, or did it take back that 4?
It's materializing. It's actually materializing to a human right now, but you were able to keep track of it. Otherwise, you would have just slipped away.
Alright.
So
I mean,
I don't know what exists.
nope, not yet. Right.
Oh, it's the only people that perceived him.
yeah.
See
Right
him.
now, they're the only ones who, like, they could call out and make it.
For
So,
sure.
yeah.
Kind of like Athena did when it was a bat and
Mhm.
she winged it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Edge of Empire has a skill named Cool.
Oh.
That's what it is. Okay. Well, I will go. What's medium range? Where do we talk about this? 15 yards is short. Medium is 40 yards.
These are questions.
But
I don't have an answer.
I don't either.
Let me try and find it.
So you're a man about his Coke in the class distinctive bottles.
The Mexican Coke.
Oh, that's Mexican. Is that real sugar then?
That's the real sugar.
As real as the Mexicans can make it.
Hey, there's no high fructose corn syrup.
That's what is.
Hence the real sugar.
Yeah.
20 yards.
Is medium.
Yeah.
So 60 feet. I don't know how are we gridded out here, Sean?
1
Like-
yard is 1 square.
No, I know. I understand that.
And what are you asking?
No,
What
like
the fuck
this,
are you asking,
this
man?
angle. This angle, that's what I mean.
Interpret this as like buildings. Like you
Okay.
can't cut
Did you say
corners.
60
Right.
feet or 60 yards?
Feet.
So 20 yards.
Oh, okay, that's not too far at all.
No.
But it's still within range of him.
So
Well,
it's a
that's
new encounter, so I couldn't start running without it being my turn.
Well, when it gets to your turn, you
Then
could
I
declare.
can, okay.
Yep. And they add some line of sight breaks too.
I'm gonna shout, "Don't let him get away!
Okay.
Don't let him get away!"
You probably are. You and May are our best chance.
Where is he?
Over there.
Did this come with the Oh, it sure did. I saw
It's-
on the back.
Yep. Right there. Sticker. They're like,
Yeah.
I can do a one-time teleport,
you should do it.
or I can make my speed +4.
Alright.
So I
I'll
can
go fast.
keep running at him.
I can make fog.
What is
Oh,
that?
so that's line of sight.
This is like obstacles and stuff. So
I'll say
yep.
I'll go slow.
Okay.
slow.
I guess I'll go slow.
You?
I can try to. I'm not.
Okay.
Teleport.
Those are just shrubs.
Well, yeah, they can be shrubs, trees, whatever, but they're obstacles.
Okay. You guys should go before me.
Okay, who's going? Is anyone going fast?
No.
Okay. The vampire grabbed some person in the street.
Oh, that makes things hard.
All right, that person is super dead and drained.
Poor Bo.
Oh no!
Does that mean he regains strength?
He just regained some HP. Yep. But it's going to give you a chance to catch him because otherwise he would have just kept running.
I think I should go first.
Alright, so I will go towards him. What is movement?
What is speed?
What is
10.
You've got a high speed.
Classic question.
So I can move 10 spots?
Mm-hmm.
Oh dang, that's a lot.
We all have 10 speed.
She gets no.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, humans.
What?
No, she's not. Oh yeah, she's
I'm an
human, but
elf. Well,
she's got the north buff too.
She probably has more speed than us.
Yeah.
Then she probably has 11.
I should just put my own benefit.
Okay.
so maybe I can
Watch.
shoot him too?
Yeah,
Oh, it's always fine. Lots.
He's my quarry still.
he remains your quarry.
Shoot him. Shoot him. Shoot him. That's big. That's
That was
real
an
big.
18.
I know. So you got 24.
26.
Oh yeah,
because
which
of my
is
agility.
yep, which is again
The
over.
silver
Yep.
Nine damage.
Where's my pan?
I don't know.
So can they see him now that he's human?
He's turning back into a monster again because you hit him.
Excellent.
Okay. Who else wants to go?
Thomas said we should. So 1, 2. I hop down 3. I hop up 5, 6, 7.
And we'll put Blade back.
Okay.
Oh, and this thing is dead.
Dead.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
you weren't even able to reach him, were you?
No, I could. I'm reach 2.
Oh.
Or I have reach.
Yep.
So I never have to go actually right next to
Run
him.
and reach him.
Right in reach. Alright, last epiphany. 12. Wow. 12 and 11. 18 right on the dot.
Go ahead.
My big goon.
Yep, you still got your goons with you.
Goons.
So extra d6.
13 damage.
Alright.
I rolled a 6 and a 5. Vile beast.
Okay. Noted.
It is Thomas or
Alright.
Mang. Oh, you should go because he says he wants to go last. I don't know why.
Well, that was just because I didn't.
He's
I,
got
didn't
something special.
I just didn't want anyone near me because I would destroy them.
Well, I guess I'll fly above him again.
Okay.
Do you have that much speed?
10 then.
All right.
Okay. 1, 2.
I wasn't there though. I was above him before.
Yeah, over here.
Yeah.
So. Because mine was 8,
Uh-huh.
so you can be right above him.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'll use crush.
Okay.
Crush him.
I will have him standing right on top.
21 versus
Yep.
strength.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Big damage. 13 damage. And he's got to do the strength check again.
Alright. Or he's impaired.
Yeah.
Or he is impaired.
He's
What
impaired.
does it need to be impaired?
He's got like veins on everything he does.
Yeah,
Good.
it's kind of like a universal Bane applicant.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get in here. If he's only 10 squares away, I can just walk to him.
Yeah, you don't need to do the teleport.
Just waltz over.
Just take
Can I
a
squeeze through here?
Yeah. You can move through my square technically, right? Like it
Yeah.
still counts a movement,
Yep.
but
I'll attack him.
Okay.
That's the number I want. Okay. And then I've seen this before.
do you have a boom? I don't think that's gonna do
Yeah,
it.
13.
He's below a
Should
certain
take a- should
amount,
take a
and
gas
you missed
mask
in
potion.
melee range, so that triggers an action for him.
Oh man.
He misses. I've rolled 2 1s and 2 2s with him,
Oh,
and then
wow.
a lot. You're neo dodging right now. New round.
Fast.
Let me go first. I got this.
Go
Okay.
first.
I'm gonna create a cube filled with garlic above his head.
Ooh. Yeah, we should all be like wearing garlic too.
Well, he's wearing garlic now.
So it just like spawns above him and then rains down.
Yeah.
Okay,
1 yard cube. I wonder how much garlic that.
that's quite a bit.
That's a lot. Yeah, that probably would hurt.
Okay. I'm gonna double the effect of the impaired on him because of that.
Nice.
He's just rolling super high amounts
Okay,
of
who would like to go?
Just keep going the way. Athena.
Oh no. It's a mess.
Okay.
Oh wait. Never mind. It's exactly 18.
Okay.
Word after the fight, you can feed all your men this garlic.
12.
The garlic.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's real food.
Thomas, you can go.
They should be punished for.
For
failing. I don't know, because they're all hanging back.
Yeah.
No, they're
That's what
here.
it seems like.
Oh, that's
Seems
pretty
like we're
good.
doing everything.
You gotta lead by example.
22.
Where's armor?
Yeah.
Defense? Okay, that hits.
So, but is it plus? Is
Nope,
it, no.
not quite. You know what? I'll say with the garlic all around him, it effectively lowers his defense by 1, so that you can get it.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
I'm just taking my
Clutch.
D6s.
He sees the end. He sees the end all around him.
So it's 13. 13 damage,
Okay.
and then I get to jolt him.
This is
This is an 18 versus agility.
That
Just
hits.
agility score.
That hits. Yep.
Okay. So success, another 1d6 plus 3. So another 5 damage.
Okay.
And he's prone 1d3 yards away.
just make him
Man.
prone right here.
Jolt
Okay.
Just
Okay,
knock
put him on the ground.
in the garlic.
Oh, he's face down.
Just-
garlic.
Breathe it.
In a
eating the
bag of garlic.
garlic.
Put it in
Put it in
his
his
mouth.
He's like, oh, it's not as bad as I thought.
No. He's
Okay,
great.
then it's
Yeah.
me.
Yep.
I'm gonna do Rend Mine, my last spell.
Nice.
Rend him.
Cordan spell.
Inverse will. Well, this like I literally like I whisper
Curious
to
torture.
him. I say like you
Everyone's
Should've
got
not.
a little Paladin Anderson in them
Yeah.
sometimes.
should have not come to this town.
All right.
I crit fail.
Okay.
You better too.
I mean,
Should've not
it was
come to this
technically
town.
versus.
You are now a vampire.
Throwing your weapon in the river.
You embrace it.
No, nothing happens.
Nothing happened.
Yep.
Swallow all the garlic.
Then it's his turn, isn't it?
Yes. So he's like super impaired, prone in garlic.
Yeah.
He still could attempt to just claw at somebody.
He could.
Yeah, and that'll be Merrick. So he just misses you. Like, it's feeble.
This guy's built like a
You see
truck.
like he's like trying to like change into mist, but it's just like making his skin like kind of like porous and like weeping blood.
Oh.
So he is failing his mist form.
I should activate my anchor boots on his neck.
Cut off his
You should
hands.
go fast for the next round and lead with that, Thomas.
Fast. I don't know if that has any mechanical effect.
But sometimes it's more important in RPGs to not worry about the mechanical
Yeah.
effects and
It's
just.
like the thought that counts.
Yep.
Like, am I allowed to step on it without a roll?
Of
Like,
course.
Yeah, why not?
Yep. There's all sorts of improvised actions you can do. So let's do a strength with one boon for the step on.
I'm making those boots up. No, that was this campaign.
No,
wasn't
that exists.
it? I don't see it written down anywhere.
Yep.
Maybe Lockheed that part.
His
Right.
defense is 3 less because he's prone and in the garlic pool.
Do you say strength plus boon?
Plus
Yeah.
a boon, yep.
18.
Okay. You're stepping on his neck with like a boot that all of a sudden weighs like 1,800 pounds. It's like very heavy. Give me 3d12.
I have a D. You have a D12.
Really fuck this up.
This is a D12. I think you have. Well, that green one is
Could
one.
really
This?
fuck
Yep.
it up.
Oh no, he did. He rolled real good.
17.
You done rolled good.
22.
Okay.
He felt the weight of the earth come upon him.
You're stepping on his neck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
You separate his neck from his body by stomping on him.
Perfect.
And
It's just
you
like-
see like his head like shrivel up the moment like it's cut off from like the rest of his body, which then just kind of like separates into liquid, and it's just this big pool of blood that just seeps into the cracks of the ground, and he is dead.
Yay!
Okay.
So only a shriveled head remains?
That is your trophy.
Okay.
It's like a shrunken vampire head.
Oh.
You could
Gross.
take it to the apothecary or something.
I might bury it.
So the blood's gone.
Yes.
Okay, good.
I'll put it in a stump for someone to find.
Taste the blood.
All right.
Okay.
That's right.
I
Okay.
think we would probably the next thing we'd probably do is go to the castle to see if the influence has been eradicated.
And to get my snow globe back.
That would be
These
wise.
are all logical things. You do so. You go to the castle.
Though it was pretty. It was late, wasn't it?
It was.
Or at least dark.
Yep.
Don't matter.
Well, remember, this whole encounter was basically set up because of that consecration you guys set up,
Right.
and that you were able to, basically finagle with that situation because like that was post your first trip to the castle where you kind of made a show of things.
Mm. Would you say I lost any of my men? I just took that 3 bits of damage, nothing else.
Yeah, nope. You had a clean encounter. You shouldered the damage.
Alright.
If you took like a large hit, or if it was like otherwise fatal, there could be like a great sacrifice.
Some
of
guy
men,
jumps,
but-
one of my
yeah,
guys, or a
yeah,
couple of
yeah.
them jump into the way.
All right. You guys enter the courtyard of House Vincent. You're greeted by kind of like a delegation from the castle. You see Olivia Vincent is at the front. She's supporting the haggard man you once saw on the throne, all possessed Theoden style from Lord of the Rings,
Yeah.
and he's already looking to be in a bit better spirits. And they do have the snow globe. That was still freely given as a gift to the Lord. But they essentially say that the moment the vampire was killed, it was as if a layer of magic lifted from within inside the castle. The Lord Horatio Vincent himself is in more sound mind, and he says that it's all coming back to me, my memories of the way things were before this vampire came to my house. We have imprisoned those who were aiding him within our own dungeons, and will dispense justice on them. But fortunately, there was enough of my house loyal who remained ready for this moment. And Thomas, you see your guard buddy. He's like half starved to death, but he is alive. And he says, "This was the one who began the investigation. He was helping me."
Oh, it's good to see you again, Eustace.
Yes.
I feared for the worst.
I am certainly worse for the wear, but now things will be well again within our house. You see the Lord looking fondly at his snow globe.
Well, I'm glad all is well. But I'm afraid I'll have to ask for the snow globe back. It's not safe.
Okay. It's Major like Bilbo with the ring now. Asking him to give it his own free will.
I actually randomly watched that on just that clip on YouTube. I was using it.
I
as
understand if you were craving.
I was explaining something to Emily, and randomly that's what I used of Gandalf, the dark, everything getting dark, and him getting bigger. And
well, I mean, you guys, Thomas, do you have the head of the vampire?
Yes.
Okay. So you're clearly the ones who slew it. That'll help the Lord's will check. Well, he gives you back the snow globe. He says, "Of course. I understand this just must have been part of your grand design at the time."
It was, yes.
He also says, "Now I understand there is a higher purpose for why you have been brought to Stanton. My daughter has been telling me that Zooknul's darkness is spreading across the land, and you are looking for soldiers to come to the aid of those who would resist."
That is why we have come, yes.
All right. Well, we will commit our house to this noble cause. So he will add his numbers to yours. They're going to send messengers to some of their further holdings and gather all that they can spare. House Vincent can give 400 soldiers to your cause.
Alright.
So you can add that to your roster.
And add that to their roster.
okay,
Yep.
400, you said.
Yep.
Okay.
And the Lord will not let it be at that. He is procuring a treasure from his vault to give as added thanks.
An airship, perhaps?
Invisible.
Oh goodness,
It's a big vault.
it rises.
We're actually standing on his vault.
I mean, that's how Setzer gets his second airship. Out of like a grave.
That's true. That is true.
That's what I was going for.
Yep. There
You ain't never played no Final Fantasy VI.
you ain't never touched that game. That's one of the tougher games. That's a tough game to beat. Yeah.
Not as tough as Final Fantasy V.
I've never.
Final
completed
Fantasy
it.
V.
That's the hardest Final Fantasy as far as I'm
It's
concerned.
the not as popular.
But you've beaten
one.
it.
Yeah, I did all of it.
Yeah.
So 5 was the hardest.
Yeah, I think so. Aside from maybe like
I guess
tactics.
six you can kind of power level, can't you?
I don't remember tactics.
You can power level all of them. It's
I
just
guess, yeah.
5, I still found the final battle to be pretty tough.
Yeah, I didn't think tactics was that bad the second time I played around, but the first time I thought it was.
What's above gold in Demon Lord? Is there anything above gold?
Platinum?
I don't know, I didn't think
It's
there was
on our
anything.
sheet, right? One of our
I don't
sheets gotta
have
have a
any.
coin thing, right?
Coin thing.
No, it's just gold.
Gold is
Gold
king.
is
Gold
king.
is everything.
Okay.
Gold.
Gold.
Well, Final Fantasy 3 was pretty tough. I'll say that.
Nope, I know what he's doing. It's not going to be that kind of treasure.
It's not valuable in terms of gold, but
Yeah, I guess gems and jewelry. My thing says as an option.
valuable in terms of bits.
Bits.
Thought it was in here.
Yeah. Anything was 4. You head to the moon.
Yeah.
It's not that. I don't think that was that complicated.
The final dungeon is frustrating, I think.
Yeah, yeah, I think I remember that.
There's a bunch of monsters in there that just are really lame to fight.
That's when you have Edge and the Sage from the moon, right?
So yeah.
Oh man. What a crazy game. That game. When you go to
Then
the
you go
dwarf fireplace on an airship down.
Yeah.
And then you go up to the moon with like a spaceship.
Oh,
Then you
alright.
find like the flying whale. Yeah.
Yeah. That game had more craziness
That
to
was
it than
it was a really wild Final Fantasy.
Alright. They had a cache of gifts from several generations ago from some dwarves, and they opened it up, and they're happy to part with them for you. So they open up, they give you the chest. It's just this golden chest. So the chest itself is of value.
it's gold.
Yep, and they say anything inside is yours to keep with the thanks of our house for ridding us of this vampire filth.
I will give a bow.
Alright. Who will hold the chest? It's actually quite heavy.
The 50
I will
men.
hold it.
50 each one hand.
Yeah. Pallbearers.
Alright.
How big are we talking? Is it like, can I carry it on my head like one of those big African jars?
It'd probably be uncomfortable on your head. Like, it'd probably just be better to carry it like this.
I mean, one of those big jars would be uncomfortable too.
Yeah. It weighs about 70 pounds.
Oof.
Well, that's nothing because we went over this. Yeah, I can carry 350 pounds
That's
Alright,
right.
yep, there you
That's
go.
right.
or 500 pounds with a
Strength
fork
check.
something. Yes.
Alright.
That's right. That's pretty strong.
Do you open up the chest right now, or do you go back to the inn?
It's always awkward when you open a
I was
gift
gonna
in
say,
front of someone.
sounds
so-
more disrespectful to be like,
Dig through it,
Yeah.
throw some
Yeah.
stuff aside.
Throw
You
in
can
the
keep
river.
this.
especially if you open it and it's like, what is this? You don't want
Yeah,
to disrespect him.
We'll take it back.
Take it back to our private rooms.
Okay.
Well, we
Well,
we thank him very
Chest
much.
parade on the way to the inn.
Do you want to try and get a chest parade going?
I don't think we want a
His
chest
men.
parade.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, we basically have it.
What do you want?
What are you
I
trying
mean,
to
we're
do?
just walking to the inn. I'm carrying the chest
Right.
on my head.
So I mean, that's a
and
chest
there's
parade.
50
so-
men behind me. That's
Yeah.
all I meant.
Okay.
50 people,
It's-
are they still following us? Don't they go back
That
to
is
their
his
rooms?
band.
I mean, when
Yeah,
the
has a-
chest
Where
parade
do
going
they
on,
all
they probably
live?
want to see
Sleep
what's
though.
in there.
Well,
They
they'll
don't
be
sleep
coming-
They don't get
in.
They'll
any
be
part
coming
of
with
it.
us.
Yeah.
That's true. Maybe they should just go home.
They consume gold each day.
Yes.
Well, like Hubert.
Yes.
Right, all these pets. Yep.
Two gold per day to take care of them.
Alright,
Okay.
they go home.
So we go back to the inn and open it there.
Alright. There's a fabulous cache of treasure inside. And many practical items as well. Okay. Inside, there is a whip that has like a gem-studded handle. So
Okay.
it looks like something Simon Belmont could use. That's the lightest thing. The main draw are 2 pistols set inside. Like there's like grooved slots for the pistols to rest in.
feel like
Guns
Athi-
exist?
Yeah.
I feel like Athena is the only one who would
In
be good
Shadow
with
the
that.
Demon Lord, yeah.
Not in D. Well, D&D 5e has it. I don't think 4e ever had much of it. Laser pistols maybe.
What?
I know 5e has that.
Lasers?
Wait, what? There's no,
4E didn't have any.
No.
there's no guns, but there's laser pistols.
I don't.
There's gun. It's gunpowder weapons.
He's talking about 5E.
Different.
Oh, okay.
But this, yes.
Yep.
I'll grab a pistol.
Okay.
What are pistol stat?
Pistol
To get.
is 2d6 damage. Medium range. Reload feature uses bullets.
So it takes an action to reload.
It does.
Yeah.
So you want to just like shoot them each one.
There are a dozen.
Teleport a gun to your hand.
There are a dozen
Roll away.
obsidian
It's pretty
shafted arrows
I
inside
remember
of this
that combo.
chest as well.
good. Mhm.
Oh, I'll take those.
Okay, so you will need to make reference if you're ever using one of those
A
instead.
dozen obsidian shafted arrows.
Yes. There's a bed of gold that the items were resting on inside. Comes to 116 gold inside.
Okay.
Don't mind for you.
So that's 54 each.
I mean,
116
you guys got guns.
I didn't get a
divided
gun.
by 4.
Did we get a gun?
Mm-hmm. No, that's not right.
That's
29.
not right.
Dude,
He's
20,
the only
29
one that claimed
maybe.
one
Yep.
so far.
You-
I
you
guess.
took-
29
a gun.
each.
You took a gun?
I took a gun.
I guess I'll
Okay.
take a gun.
There is a total of 16 bullets. So you
8
can
and 8?
each take 8.
It seems fair.
29 was the number.
Of
Yeah.
gold,
Yep.
yeah.
I gotta feed some men.
Okay.
Got mouths to feed.
I got mouths to feed.
And finally, once you've dug out all the gold, there is a very small little wooden box at the bottom that's underneath all the gold. It looks like it might be a puzzle box. You don't see any straightforward way of opening
Puzzle box.
Puzzle box.
You know everything though, so
Yeah, you know everything.
Yeah.
so you should be
Inspect
totally
it for
skilled
markings.
at opening a puzzle box.
Crack that thing open.
There you go.
it. You want to start working on it?
Absolutely.
Put my
Okay.
boots on it.
Nope.
I would say to Ardith,
Mm-hmm.
do we think Hubert, it's the lightest thing, do we think Hubert could have the whip?
How
Yeah,
long
true.
is this whip?
Does Hubert have hands?
He doesn't have opposable thumbs. That's an important thing in using a whip.
Or Gulk? To protect him
I mean-
and Hubert?
Don't ever give Gulk a weapon.
I mean, I could
You
hold
could
on
hold it in his
to it.
fingers.
I mean, it's just a well-crafted,
Why would you
Well
just
slide
well-fashioned
out.
whip.
Is this phone slide now?
I feel like
Whip
the whip
it.
would be too big for Hubert. It'd be like too long. Plus, I don't know that he could even.
That's
hold
not whipping
something
it?
like that.
I'm mad.
I want
Whip
you to
it.
fucking whip it down that hallway.
That's not how you use a whip.
Full force. Go ahead.
I don't.
Right, you don't want to because it would fall out.
What
You
do
need a thumb.
You don't throw a whip.
No, but the force of you snapping your wrist would send it flying out without the nice security of the thumb.
Yeah, he's right.
Plus, I don't think Hubert really has like arm strength.
What's the
for,
range
like,
on a whip? The
things.
whip.
Reach +1.
Is it a magic whip?
Actually, I kind of like
Master
that.
craft.
Not that you can tell.
You know, I don't know if I'd use it though. It seems kind of nice, but
Pop the jewel out and sell that shit.
I wonder if no one wants it, I would take it because I wonder if I could do like more like less attacking, but more like trying to trip people up.
You're
with
gonna
it
be
or something.
gunning and whipping.
Just cheat gunning and whipping. In case my glaive, my glaive needs 2 hands. The whip probably is just 1. So I
Yeah,
just
that's usually
pistol,
how a whip works. Yeah.
pistol and whip.
A two-handed whip.
I've never seen it.
So I'll take the whip.
All right.
A gem crusted whip.
Yeah. Okay. You guys, I'm sure, will be looking forward to resting that night.
For sure.
Is Hubert back? Or no, Hubert was with me.
Yeah.
That's
the whole
right.
time.
Yes.
Yeah, because he went with me to the roof.
Wow.
He was just like
Holding on to
watching in
I'll give
suspense.
him. I'll give him 5 gold.
Oh. He is
Because he
very
had
appreciative.
a harrowing day.
He did.
I'll spend like.
Is
an
this
hour
our
with
last
the
day
puzzle
in
box.
the city, technically?
I think you guys are about to move out.
Yeah, there's nothing else to do.
Sean,
Mert.
how much does like a brothel cost for 51 men or something like that? You know, or not whatever, you know what I mean?
If
like,
if each
Yes,
man
Gulk.
if each man had 5 silver pieces, they would be able to.
And that's 10 equals 1 gold piece?
Yep.
Okay, so calculate that out. Is that 10 gold?
You're gonna subsidize.
No, it's 25 gold.
Why are you
This
doing? They haven't even
poor
really done
excursion.
anything yet.
Yeah, they
Why don't you
just-
wait till we
but
get the
it-
airship
they're
and then
pretty
you
cowardly.
splurge?
Maybe
He's
you can
fostering
reward-
loyalty.
Well, and they're
reward the
going to
free
they're coming with
help.
us to
their
what
death.
could be their death. This could be the last
Last
night.
time they see a pair.
Or whatever. They can do whatever. I do it, Sean.
All right, they're touched by your generosity.
They're about to get touched by a lot more than
Yeah,
that.
and
boy.
they
So yes, these.
head off happily, singing bawdy songs and things of that nature.
There we go.
Yep.
You may never see some of them again.
The brothel has them now. Yep. All right.
I spent an hour with that puzzle box.
Okay. Describe your methodology.
Well, I can't do that without knowing what it looks like.
It's a small wooden box.
Are there any moving pieces?
You see like all these very slight little grooves, like on all the different sides of the box, and sometimes if you apply force, some of them move a little bit. I mean, it's just kind of like quintessential puzzle box.
I guess trial and error. Be systematic about it. All the permutations of
Yeah. Give me a raw d20 roll.
raw dog in it.
Yep.
How about a 16?
That's pretty good. You, after an hour, you find that you can't stop. You feel like you're almost there. So you'll spend several more hours working on it.
Alright.
It's probably like 2 in the morning. All right, give me a d20 with a boon now.
Can I use impose predictability?
What would that do?
Make the boon a 6.
Yes.
Maybe it's cocked on a keyboard. No.
Not a chance.
No.
Alright.
It's a critical fail.
Okay.
Oh, my mind implodes.
Uh,
Smash this puzzle box.
no, what happens is you still feel like you're right on the brink of it, so you don't sleep that night.
Oh god.
So
That's gonna be rough.
you don't get a rest. It's everyone else does. You guys just will see Artemis the next one.
Just bloodshot.
Yeah,
eyes.
he's
Buddy, you doing
was
okay?
a little consumed by it.
The puzzle box.
All right. So you your men do report for duty the next
How
morning.
much do we heal from the rest?
Well, I will automatically take the 2 gold off.
You have a rate of healing.
Oh, that's what it is per day.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yep.
2 gold. I wrote
Not
it
too
down.
good.
Oh, for their food and
Yeah.
We
drink.
should have
Okay.
cast
Yeah.
heal spells before we slept.
All right.
Well, luckily, I think this day will be pretty simple.
I suppose.
And
Are you setting out today?
Yeah.
Okay. You'll need to get supplies for your long road.
Yeah.
Now I know you can lessen that need by conjuring stuff.
Well, now he didn't get a rest,
That's
so he has.
Well, yeah. For today, I'm not going to be conjuring.
yeah.
Right.
But how much can you make, assuming conditions are favorable?
If I don't need to do much else,
Yeah.
I can create a 1 yard cube filled with meat
Okay.
twice a day.
That could feed his men and us.
Maybe, yeah. That's a
But
lot.
doesn't
of
it
meat.
disappear?
It's pure, just
Doesn't
like
it
a meat cube.
Doesn't it disappear after an hour?
Yeah, we'd have to eat it within an hour.
But wouldn't it just disappear out of our stomachs?
No, it does not. It specifically says it
Okay.
lasts
Okay.
Once eaten.
once
Okay.
eaten.
All right.
So I can do that twice a day. That's
Should
pretty good.
conjure a really expensive ring. One of us eats it, and then it stays.
I feel like you're toying with the gods at that point.
It's an experiment.
When
It's
you,
an
when
experiment.
you
What happens.
pass
Are you
the
gonna
ring,
swallow the ring?
when you pass the
Definitely
ring, it would do like 5d6 damage on the way.
I'll put the ring in one of his guys'
Food.
meat
Yeah, mix it
ration.
in his food.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens to him. Just tell him to keep an eye out.
Yikes.
Oh man.
Just choose one at random.
All right.
A lottery.
I unfortunately have to go. Walter's having a pretty rough time.
All right. Well, we can do some traveling. I
Yeah.
don't think you'll
And my
miss.
stuff will be here if you need to look at anything.
All right.
And
So when was the last time you did a gold deduction?
Right now.
And that was for the 2 gold of this day.
Today. Starting
Okay.
today, yeah.
Gotcha.
So I mean, if you want to, for some reason, need to keep track of how many days we travel.
Yeah.
I'm saying
We'll,
I
okay.
can just get rid of
You'll
them.
come back to no money.
Oh no.
We'll
That's
figure-
what happened
As
to
long as he
Donnie.
has his band of the 51, that's
We'll sort it out.
okay.
As long as the 51 have enough to survive.
Yeah.
Alright, guys.
See you, Mert.
See ya.
Yeah.
Wood woes. Wood woes.
Woodward.
All right. No, it's in the book. Wood woes.
Oh,
Is that
okay.
a monster?
That's what we're gonna encounter.
I just wanted to say it.
Wood woes.
Wood
The
woes
leaves on top out.
like that.
Oh.
You could use that in your presentation.
About the novel.
Yeah.
Wood
Wood
woes.
woes. Okay.
So I think we need like
5,000 pounds of food. Oregon Trail.
fruit or vegetable or I don't know, something. Ale? Do we need ale?
Well, we need some kind of sustainable beverage.
Now,
I mean,
fortunately,
we're on our way to another town, so
How far away is town? We're on our way to the sensor, correct?
well, that's on the way to the town.
Oh, but first we're going to Gelmore.
No, Galmore's after the sensor.
what path are you taking?
Going north
First one.
along the road to the forest.
You want to find that horn in the
We're gonna
forest?
find the horn because you can find it instantly. We're gonna grab it. Then we're gonna go to the sensor.
There is this treasure south of Gelmore.
Right, then we'll go south of Gallimore to find this thing, and then north to Gallimore.
So
So 3 treasures along the way.
So you're getting woods first.
100% efficiency.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the benefit of the 51 men is you can make them into pack mules.
Nice.
You would carry all our
They'll carry more than their share of the food.
We should get like a cart and make them pull it.
We could pull several carts
Like,
with
You
51
can pull
men.
sleds like
Yeah.
sled dogs.
Each man should get a cart.
So we're taking all of them
With
with
the
us
file
on this journey?
Of course we are. They're our bodyguards.
We've got money to spare.
And they're gonna be our laborers when we repair the airship
Oh yeah, so we need to buy them all tools.
in Gallimore.
Okay.
Okay.
Do they have like battle equipment?
They all have like a sword, leather armor. Maybe not all swords, but they all have like a proper melee weapon and leather armor.
If
And
one of them dies, another one can pick up his sword.
it's like World War One in
Yeah.
I was
Russia.
wondering, like, do we want to like outfit like an army? You know, like, and, like that's kind of a lot.
We can't afford
And they
it.
haven't proven to be that skilled.
Yeah.
All right.
The pick and save app got updated.
Ooh, fancy.
Fancy.
Fancy dancy. Okay. There'll need to be just a lump sum payment for your journey here. At least on the outset.
We'll let
Mert's
Mert
got it.
pay for it.
Yeah.
Well, you could do that, but someone's gonna need to make the deduction on his sheet.
I will write it.
Okay.
How much?
Is 8:41. So, Mang, you're going through the woods, and then you're coming back to Stanton?
No.
Alright, so north to the woods and then straight to the marshes.
Yep.
Okay.
I have a map of the Great Marsh.
Good.
Yep. Okay. Let's say for your... There's 51 plus 4.
Plus
No.
Hubert plus Gulk.
Yeah, so that's 57.
Yep.
Hubert eats money anyway, so
You can forage for it.
you can use your calculator, or can you just hand me my phone? It should be charge. Your calculation. Thank you. Alright. The estimated cost to feed your entire company all the way to Gellenmore,
With my magic and
with Artemis supplementing, is, we'll just make it an even 50 gold.
Thanks, Smart.
Okay.
Well, I mean, most of it is his men, so.
Yep.
Because he just has to be the center of attention.
He has his band. Okay. Any final business in Stanton before you set out?
I don't think so. I mean, do we want to get a cart of some kind, or?
Well, I just worry
Volk
we're going
had a
through-
cart once upon a time, but it went to Blue Cave.
I mean, we're gonna have to have somewhere to put all these legendary treasures.
True.
Well, the only worry though is going through the marsh. I mean, there's a preferred route, but I don't know, like, the quality of the road. I feel like a cart could just be a liability. Could
Yeah.
potentially pick it up after the marsh in Gellenmore.
Yeah, I don't know if we need one right now. We don't really have that much to carry. We can just split it up
Okay.
amongst the army. Do we want like any animals?
100 dogs for a goal.
A couple mules? Or
To do what?
I don't know.
We have 51
You're
mules.
right. You're right. All right.
Let's blow this popsicle stand.
Okay.
I should speed this up. We could buy 50 horses.
How would that speed it up?
We could all ride them.
50 some horses?
Yeah. We'd be
You know
like
how expensive
we'd
that
be
is?
like the Dothraki.
I mean, that's true.
Dothraki, but instead of horses, it's just men running around.
We could just have the men carry us
Yeah, we-
while running.
How much does a horse cost?
I can tell you. If you want to buy a bunch of horses, that'd be kind of cool. Remember when you guys bought a bunch of dogs?
No, we never did that.
Oh.
We just talked about it for like a whole session.
We didn't do that. Could have sworn we did.
We talked about it for
Okay.
Eternity.
If you want to buy a dog, it's 5 copper pieces.
That was because it was so absurdly cheap.
You can just...
We could buy like 5,000 of them.
There's
No,
that
we
many
never did.
dogs
Okay.
exist.
A horse, mule, or pony is 2 silver.
That's pretty cheap.
finance that.
How many silvers and gold?
10.
So 5 horses per gold piece.
Yeah.
So that's,
It's only 5 gold to buy 50 horses.
Yeah.
is that correct?
No.
Maybe
Double
double
gold.
that.
Yeah, it's 10 gold.
Yeah.
But that's still pretty cheap. You know what? I'll do it. If we think that'd be cool, I would pay for it.
Well, but do we really think
Of course
Stan
it's
has
cool.
that many horses?
I'm inclined to say they do
There you
because
go.
it's just entertaining
Oh
to
my
me.
gosh. Seems very unlikely. I mean, yeah, we could have horses.
And I
Very
could
efficient.
sleep while riding my horse.
Your
How?
horse knows
I
which
don't
way
know.
they're going.
I guess you could. I mean,
It's
maybe.
part of the pack, and I'll just sleep.
There'll always be one of the band who's awake to lead the whole convoy at the front.
There's just 49 people sleeping on horses.
Well, I just meant because I didn't get sleep last
And one
night.
person riding and leading the
Yeah,
whole.
Artemis is pretty tired.
I
If
just
you
think
want a
there's gonna
war
be-
horse,
there's gonna
though,
be one
that's
encounter.
10 gold for a war horse.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Yeah.
No, we just get the budget horse.
Yeah.
And
Budget horse.
the first encounter, they all flee.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine.
I mean, there's horse, mule, or pony, but we're assuming.
I mean, a
they're-
warhorse just won't fight
We're
with us.
actually
Right.
to help. I agree. Ardith Bay makes a good observation that it's unlikely Stan would just have that many horses just dump. So this is a mixture of horses, mules, and ponies you're getting. It's a nice just menagerie of beasts of
That's
burden.
fine.
All right.
They better be
Well,
cheaper.
Gulp gets a pony,
Speed of
I
a
guess.
fucking mule.
That's true. We're limited by the speed of the slowest pack animal.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna be slow anyway.
2.5
with
miles per hour.
a throng of 50.
My God.
How fast is a man?
Faster than
I mean,
that.
a walk is like 3 miles an hour.
I mean, a decent
So a
walk.
little bit
How
slower
is,
than
how is a
walking.
mule slower than a person?
They're just like farm animals.
We don't want those. What about a pony?
Well, ponies.
Well, they might be too small for like a grown ass
It's a
man
man.
to ride them.
You could do 5 dogs to a man. Where
No,
just-
For
that
the same
doesn't
price?
work.
Are there hundreds of stray dogs in the city?
You
No.
spawn a yard cube of dogs. Alright.
No, well, I mean, we might as well just get them. Everyone gets an animal,
Alright.
and it's like their rifle.
Alright. Did you pay the gold?
Sure. 10 gold.
It sure isn't good enough. I need a firm yes or no. Has it been paid?
Yes.
Alright. You have your mixture of animals.
What's the breakdown?
Roll a d10.
1.
Okay. Then roll another one.
I hope that was the number of horses. 9.
Okay. There's 9 horses.
Oh.
Dibs,
Dude,
I
what the
get
fuck
one.
happened to this town?
What do you mean?
They only have 9 horses in this whole
Well, for
city.
sale.
Crazy.
Okay. Then roll another d10.
Hundreds of fighting men. 9 horses. 3.
Okay.
Like, don't these lords have any fucking horses?
Alright, so there's 9 horses, there's 31 ponies, and 10 mules.
Okay. Well, I mean, at least there's a horse for all of us.
Yeah. Now, I mean, you do take the small, like, miles per hour hit, but the fact that you have all these beasts of burden means that the supplies aren't going to slow you down at the start either. So you can push the mules to go 3 miles an hour.
Alright.
They can at least go at a walking pace. Now, you are a man who can find anything. That's what I've been told.
Yeah, how close do I have to be?
You've never really put this into practice.
I thought I might have.
Maybe you
What was
did.
it? For finding the powder. I think. No, that was before.
Or was that the prickly treasure?
That was before. I think that was what
Prickly
leveled me up.
treasure.
Let me see what Mert sent me.
Mules can go 24 hours without water.
That's pretty awesome.
When looking for an item known or reasonably believed to exist in a location, you are guaranteed to find it. That's
Okay.
what it says.
So you need to make it into the woods. You need to know what you're looking for, and then you'll be able to find it.
Yeah. So if you just tell me what I'm looking for.
Does anyone have the name of the artifact?
Which one?
Other than it being a horn, I have no idea.
Is it the horn of Jurgen Windcaller?
I'm sure Hubert can tell us.
Oh, I see.
He has
Hubert does in
encyclopedic
fact
knowledge.
know. He's looking in very good health after his 5 gold feast. And he says, yes, I can provide a refresher course. We are, of course, familiar with the Censer of Anatar, which Artemis has designated as our chief item that we are searching for. However, the other 4 items I did consult were the Horn of Oleg, which I believe you are asking about. Okay. And then Dumak's shield, and then the Mirror of Dulsad. But Hubert believes that we're likely leaving the mirror behind for now because he believes it's in Crime's Court in the city. But all right, he gives you a description of what the horn should look like, Merrick. Basically, if you just picture Boromir's horn from Lord of the Rings, it's exactly it's just like a hollowed out horn with I think there's kind of like a buckle fastened into it or something. It's like got a fixture in it. I'll take Ardith Bay. Will you be leading the party out in the wild?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a d20 with a boon.
18.
Okay. You make it to the forest, finding no evil that isn't overcome by your massive party. On occasion, you did run into some wild animals, and a few. At one point, there was like some riffraff that happened on like a portion of your group, like while they were foraging, but no encounters or any dangers to make it to the edge of the forest where the horn is believed to be. Now you are in the forest itself.
So this is before the Great March.
No, I've got a case.
Right.
What's that?
This is before
yes.
the
This
Great
is like stop 1, and the marsh is stop 2. It's been 4 days of travel to get here. Merrick, the moment you step under the branches of the first tree at the edge of the forest, you get a tingling sensation running up throughout your whole body. You know that the horn is real. It's not just a story, and that it is in this forest.
I feel it.
Okay. Now, would you like to just go off by yourself with a small party, or insist that the whole company be with you at all times? Because moving around is going to be more difficult in here than it was up until now.
We could fan out. Then how do we meet up?
Where is it?
Do I know exactly where it is?
You have like a sense of direction for it, but right now you it's not like you like see it yet. So
yeah, I say, well,
then why would we
follow
find out?
me?
Yeah.
you have them stick together.
Sure.
Okay.
All 57
Yep.
beings
I mean, unless they have a reason to go
in the
somewhere else.
woods.
Yeah. Do they know something he doesn't?
Who?
We're gonna be
The
in
men?
like a
The men?
No, of course not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, it just seems like they might get lost or something.
Right.
All right. You go trudging into the forest. You have a sense of unease in this place. There's some sort of either lingering memory of some event long ago, or even some old magic that seems to hang over the place. And in particular, the movement of your party, the noise they produce seems amplified in this space. Almost as if you're inside a small room instead of a large canopy of trees.
Did we sleep at some point?
Yes. You have the benefit of sleep, and let's return to your puzzle box.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 4 d20 rolls, all with a boon.
All with a 6.
Yep. And you will just go one at a time. You might not need to roll 4 times.
18
18 with the 6?
with the 6.
Okay, keep going.
15.
Keep going.
20.
Okay, stop. You, on the 3rd night out from Stanton, you keep, handling, feeling,
Mm-hmm.
and You get it to open up.
Orgasmic.
Ew.
There's not a whole lot inside. There is a single gem. It is a ruby of some kind.
All that for a ruby.
Yep.
Okay.
You can add odd ruby to your inventory.
Alright.
Okay. Merrick, you've made it perhaps into the heart of the forest itself. And you feel you're extremely close to the horn. There is a massive, massive tree in the center of the forest. In fact, it's like, yeah, right in front of you. If you think kind of like redwood tree.
Or the
like,
Deku tree.
Yeah, I like Deku tree even better. It's good. You've come to this tree, and you feel that this horn is trapped somewhere in the upper branches. I'll just fly up there.
Say,
No, you can't fly up there while he's gone. Cat in hand. Nope.
Normally I can't get the bastard off me. He really is wary.
Did you even have line of sight on him?
No.
Oh my god.
Deep hiding.
Alright. So you're gonna fly up there?
Sure.
Okay, is that a spell cast?
Yeah.
There's no like possible failure or anything.
Nope.
So you cast a spell.
Yep.
Alright. The moment your feet like start to go like up off the ground, all these little roots that were not seen before just spring out and like grab onto your feet as you're like trying to pull away. And they're like painfully like pulling you back down. You take 1 damage. Now, that doesn't mean the spell is negated. You're still like in flying form. You're just barely off the ground.
I must fight it. I will struggle against the roots.
Okay. Give me a strength challenge roll with 1 bane.
I will use will.
Okay. It's a matter. Everything's a matter of will at the end of the day,
That's
right?
Okay, that's good. That is an 18.
Okay. You take 1 more damage, but break free.
Then I will fly.
Okay. You see Artemis fly up the tree. Do you shout? You can kind of like see it in your head, Thomas, where the horn is, so you can like give him like cues.
I'll say, warmer.
Okay. With the warmer, colder system, eventually Artemis, you're probably like a good like 200 feet into the air, like really high up.
Nice.
You see one of these branches looks a bit peculiar, and it is in fact a horn that is resting, like, so the hollowed part is actually like just resting on one of the narrower branches, so you just... Okay. You're holding it. It's in your hand.
Then I will fly back down towards the gang.
Okay.
The clan.
You guys see Artemis descending. He is holding a horn.
Put it in
Good
the bag.
job.
Put it in the sack.
What is this
Move
thing,
on.
What is this thing even supposed to do?
It lets us subdue any beast
Yep.
Oh, okay.
except one that would kill us. I
Right.
mean, it's not that great.
But
Lesser
it's an
beasts.
artifact.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, put it in the bag.
Okay. Next stop, the marshes.
What's
Yep.
it called again?
Okay.
The horn of something.
Oleg. Like O, then like.
I'm gonna put that. Put it in the
Okay.
collective.
The collective, yes. All right. You'll zip on over.
Subdues harmless beasts.
Yes, subdues harmless beasts, exactly. Okay. It took you about 3 hours. No, it was like 4 hours from when you were at the edge of the woods to get to this point in the woods where you found the great tree. So you have the feeling you're about in the center, and it is about 5 p.m. So the men ask if we are to stay here for the night, or if you think we should leave the forest before making camp.
I mean, how close are we?
Yeah, it'll. If you are as efficient on your way out, you'll be out by about 9 o'clock.
I guess we might as well get out of here.
I think so.
Okay. Ardith Bay, are you still leading the party?
Yes.
Or as the guide?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you attempt to lead them out, it seems as if you're in an entirely different forest than when you were first here. I will need you to make a perception roll. This would normally be with 2 banes.
I crit.
Well,
Fuck your Banes.
never mind. You skillfully and effortlessly lead them out of the forest, prancing around with ranger glee.
With a few subdued beasts.
Yes, you've found a few beasts to blow the horn at along the way, and the men are in high spirits. Hubert found the place a bit intimidating at first, but
If he
all
ever
in
gets
all,
out of
a
hand,
good
we
good
can subdue
forest. You
Yeah,
see,
that's true.
there's like a few bunnies running around in his wake, so he's like
Did
shepherding.
He make friends?
Yes, he did make some friends.
That's good. I'm happy to hear that.
All right, and you all rest well that night. Okay, you're 5 days out of Stanton. Now you make for the Great Marsh. Let's look at the distance here. Okay, with good travel, it should take you about 7 days to make it to the marshland. From there, you can begin your search for the Censor of Anatar in earnest.
Have we? Let me see, map. So I have this riddle about south of a lost civilization south of Gallimore.
Yes. So, you guys left Stanton, went here, found the Horn of Oleg.
Yep.
Now you're going to be cutting across, and here's the marshland area.
Okay, the censor is even before
Yes.
Gallimore.
Correct.
South.
There's a lost city in the marsh. Is that what you received?
I don't know. Maybe it just
You
says
don't know
there's-
how far south.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just says how do you know of this civilization?
I talked to a guy who drew me a map in Stanton. So there's a lost city here.
That sounds promising. Well, if we get nearby, I'll sense it.
Okay. Right. You've got a good head on your shoulders. Okay, Ardith Bay. Once again, you lead the party over the vast open countryside. And should you be traveling towards Zook-Nul, surely you'd encounter more creatures and demons and that sort of ilk. But in this country, with the Horn of Oleg in your command and in your possession, and with the command of 51 men, you come to the edge of the marsh without any difficulty.
So are we by Hogwatch Inn?
That is now what you are looking for. You've been told that this is actually a place of accommodation right at the edge of the march. And you do in fact note that the ground is getting a little bit more saturated with moisture, and you see little fens and pools up ahead. So you know you are coming to the edge of the marshland. Now you need only find the inn. And let me see your map.
I can just fly into the air and point it out. See if there's a
Are you
triass.
strong enough to lift him?
Who?
Merrick. You might be able to. You'd be
What's your
surprised on
strength
the...
I can crush you. No,
I can
probably
become
you probably
anchored.
can't lift you.
Because you knew of its existence, and that you were looking for it on your approach,
What's your strength?
you in fact see
Nah.
a forlorn,
Although if it's
That
challenge roll, I
leaning
can just use
wooden
will.
structure.
So do we want to go to Hogwatch Inn?
Why? What's there?
Well, it's just like the last.
It was a landmark given to her
It's like the
at the end of
last
the-
stop of civilization.
before entering the
Before
marshes.
the marsh.
Yeah.
Oh. And can't you just find it?
Find what?
The inn?
Well, we found the inn.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do we
found
go?
the inn.
Do we go to the
We
inn?
stop here.
What time is it?
It is. It's been another 7 days,
Yeah.
so you're 12 days out of Stanton. It is 4 in the afternoon.
Oh, we still got daylight.
Just keep riding.
So my question is, do you want
You don't
to?
want any more
Do
information.
you want to try to go to the Lost City, or do you want to just make for Gallenmore? Because
Oh no, we want the
Yeah.
sensor.
I think there's a chance the Lost City is the city
But where's the sensor?
here.
You're not close enough yet to get your ability activated.
I mean, the reason I
The reason-
ask is because there are parts that are like,
Yep.
stay away and
Yep.
avoid.
So,
the
and what you're going to need to
feeders.
do for Meredith Bay
Uh-huh.
is, in pencil,
Uh-huh.
make a proposed path that you lead the group through the marsh, and
Okay.
show me where your
We could
first
ask
destination
in
is.
if anyone knows about a Farwill. Or about the doors of Kulinar.
Well, I'm gonna fly in the air. I want to get a lay of the land.
Well, maybe you can tell me then if my math is accurate.
Yeah, exactly.
You take flight, Artemis.
Mm-hmm. Looking up some shit. He's tired of my flying nonsense.
It's a flying monster.
A chimera or a manticore. Remember we fought that manticore on top of the,
Yeah.
the floating city?
Is that the one that killed Phil? What happened? What happened on that boat
What happened on that?
with the Manicore?
That wasn't on a boat. That was on the flying city. No, that was a cockatrice. That killed Phil because we let it.
I feel like I remember him like dying, and then we came in and just killed it really quickly.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened, and then we didn't help him.
Poor Phil.
Why doesn't he hang out with us anymore?
Because you let him die.
But he liked to die.
Does
Yeah, some
anyone
of them are on
like
his.
to die?
He
Some-
craved it.
Some of his
Craved
deaths were
death?
his own accord.
Are
And then
you-
he came in talking about getting blown by Father Winter.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like this is out of context.
No, that's exactly word for word what he said.
All right.
I'm so
Um,
confused.
So you're flying around, Artemis.
Yeah.
Just always flying around.
Get shot by a ballista bolt or something.
Just a hail of
Someone's
gunfire.
gonna kill you.
There's a
here.
centaur army.
Oh god,
Yeah.
of course.
I can't believe my prize character was killed by a single arrow.
Yeah.
He was a noble, wasn't he?
I don't remember.
Or an elf or something?
Yeah, he was an elf. I
Yeah.
think.
he was. Okay. Okay. Well, you see the inn. You fly over it.
Mm-hmm.
Crush it.
I could.
Show me on Ardith Bay's map which direction you'd like to fly.
Can I see across to the end of the marsh or no?
No.
Damn. Big ass marsh.
It's massive.
Okay, then yeah, I'll go float by this stay away and Lost City area.
Okay, let me see your map, Ardith Bay.
I want to see what we're staying away from and what the city looks like.
Okay. That will take you, based on the scale of this, it'll probably take you about 2.5 hours to get there and back.
If you could carry me, this would be the perfect treasure finding duo.
Thank you, Ardith Bay.
Well,
Maybe you should not wait so much. So we
probably
can
not
lift.
going to be able to fly for that long.
I don't even know what you can lift. How much
Not
can you
much.
lift?
And
what-
I
what's
think
your
they said
strength?
like my strength is only 9.
Okay, that's the same as him. So
I thought it was like 75 pounds or something.
Okay, well, I mean, from where I'm floating, then, do I see anything obviously concerning or out of place?
I can tell you what you can see, like, within your sight range, which is extensive because
Yeah.
you're up.
Yeah.
You see, apart from this little inn that you're right above,
Mm-hmm.
there's about 4 more dwellings further to the west of here, like due west, I would say.
What kind of dwellings?
Similar in stature to the inn. Maybe a bit smaller, like just like cabins. You see smoke rising out of 3 out of the 4.
Oh.
Far, like just tiny flecks or tiny little like rises to the southwest. You see, there's definitely some kind of city or ruin.
Okay.
As far as most of your vision, it's just dominated by festering, stinking marshland as far as the eye can see.
Yes. Can I see? Okay, so
There is a river that runs to almost due north, and you see far in the distance, perhaps the edge of the Great Lake south of Gallenmore.
Since I can see the city,
Yeah.
can I determine that going from where we are across the marsh is the safest way? Or would it be safer to go around and come at it from a different direction? Like less travel time through the marsh.
It would be.
Does the city look like it's in the middle? Is basically what I'm saying. Or
No, the city is just to the north of the spidery kind of branching river that's kind of the southern border of the marsh.
Okay.
So you would have to go quite out of your way and then have to cross perhaps multiple rivers to approach the city from that side. But if you cut through the marsh, it's a pretty straight shot and is more direct.
Alright. I'll drop back down.
Okay.
So there's some cabins, people living in them to the west of here. I saw the city. It's pretty far
Does it
from
look
here.
abandoned?
It's sort of hard to tell, but it's far. We could go around the marsh and approach it from the other side, but we'd have to go out of our way
Yep.
and cross some rivers.
Your supplies would get stretched a bit thinner that way.
If we go through the march,
If we don't go
Marsh.
through the marsh.
and if we do,
Well, if we do, we have to contend with the marsh.
what's
could
so
lose-
bad about that?
We could lose ponies and mules or something. Or,
They get caught in some sticky,
yeah, some stickiness.
sticky water.
Or there could be bog monsters or some who knows what.
We might be able to tame them.
So
But I agree. It's better to just eat a little more food.
Wow, it's Boogle.
Google?
He looked as if to say,
What
That's
the
me.
fuck are they still doing here? Yeah. Alright.
yeah, I mean, it's easier just to spend a little bit more on rations than not contend with all that.
Right. And we could go to the inn and and see if they have extra rations to
And
buy.
see if any of them have seen Farwill.
Sure.
You gonna go to the inn?
Sure. we'll go to the
Submerged
inn.
lids.
Okay.
That's what we're looking for.
Thomas, you do the talking.
Mang's like, I'm gonna come downstairs with a cat.
Well, it's a little ridiculous.
You enter, or you approach the inn. The men kind of hang back. Will all of you enter?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think the horde is gonna have to hang out outside. They're not gonna fit.
Yeah.
But the important ones will go in.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just waiting to hear like a loud thud from upstairs. Like just, he like dives to get a cat.
Can you see Ming diving for anything?
Maybe. In a poem.
Okay.
Okay. You see a sign swaying in a damp breeze from the marsh above the door.
So cute. Hi, kitty. You found him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's so cute. What a nice cat.
You gonna take his
Bark
picture?
cat.
What?
Bark cat.
Still?
Bark cat?
Likes to toot.
No, I think it was because of those pills we were giving him.
Oh yeah.
That's done now.
Oh, he's so little.
Yeah. It's just.
He's a little
Yeah, he does that a lot.
That's quite adorable. Well, nice to meet you, Locke. All right. The swaying sign above the door reveals the name of the inn is not the Hogwatch Inn.
No. What's it called?
It is the Hagwatch Inn.
Oh. Sorry. Your handwriting was.
Was it?
I mean, it is an A.
Yeah. Okay. But
I
it
just-
kind of played into the story nicely.
It just I don't know. Now I totally see the A.
Yeah.
But
But
at
no,
the
I
time,
like we went along with the
At the
Hogwatch
time,
Inn.
I thought it was a
Okay.
hog.
It seems mostly deserted as you enter. There's a single glassy-eyed man standing at the bar counter who takes little notice of you as you enter.
Is there a bartender or just one glassy-eyed customer?
There are no customers in the inn.
Oh, it's just the glassy-eyed. He's behind the bar.
Yes.
Is it,
See, you don't have to be a
greetings.
Huh?
We are,
Oh, greetings. Yes.
we are travelers.
Mm.
Doesn't appear that you get many here.
Oh no, business has been slow for many a year now. But welcome. I can put on a fresh pot of stew.
Sure.
Some ale, perhaps?
Sure. We do have a bit of a party, so I don't know how many you can feed, but we've got a.
Plenty of stew.
We don't need to feed the people.
Yeah, they can just snack on jerky.
Is he purring?
Mm-hmm.
Of course he's.
That's nice.
So soft. I'd say let's get a cat.
Mm-hmm. There was that one cat in the neighborhood association.
It was
that-
very tempting.
Yeah, I think if they would have said like we need someone to take this cat, I'd be like, we'll give him a trial run. But
Here, you can play with some dice. Play with Thomas's dice.
He dropped like a stone.
There you go.
I just run there.
He made a louder noise than I thought he would.
Yeah,
It's kinda-
they're not incredibly graceful.
So okay. He begins creating stew. The vapor fills the air. It's pleasant actually.
I'm reading mine.
Okay.
Look for the word Farwell.
I'm gonna focus on him. Int versus will, and I'll
Okay.
make it will versus will.
All right.
A battle of wills.
Does he know this is going on?
No. That is 13.
He can't have much more than that.
A humble shopkeeper.
Unless
He
he's,
might not
unless
be.
He's Farwell.
Is Farwell a
The
person or a
Farwell.
place?
You don't know.
I don't
We
know.
don't. Oh, we don't.
But his eyes are what we're looking for.
Looking for his eyes?
See through Farwell's eyes. Gaze,
See through his eyes.
gaze through submerged lids. So if this
You,
guy's
you
Farwell,
succeed.
Okay, what is the foremost thoughts on his mind?
This is a mind that has been broken down by years of like loneliness, kind of isolation. So you can read his thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right
It's
now,
really sad.
yeah. Right now he's just quite happy to have guests, and he's gonna make as much stew as he can.
So he's not like thinking about the poison that he's going to put in it or anything.
No, there are no thoughts of poison in his mind.
Okay.
Did he say when the last guests had come through for travelers?
I think Merrick just remarked that it looks like it's been a while. So, do you ask him?
Yeah, I want to go chat with him.
Okay. He asks if you'd be willing to help with the stew
I would help
preparation.
with the stew
Okay. Alright. Now, unfortunately, some of the meat for the stew are from swamp eels.
Well, Ardith Bay does not fear eels.
Okay,
Just
Good.
general
Then yeah,
eels.
you see it's nice,
That's role playing.
freshly cut.
Exactly.
He
I am
adds
brave.
you. He points to the top rack of some shelves on the wall and says, "There's some spices up there, and you look like you have a good head about you if you're adding the spice. Bless you." And yeah, you prepare 2 massive vats of stew. That's nice and hot and kind of takes the chill out of the air.
What's his name?
Oh, no one's asked me my name, and
What is your name, good sir?
it's Harold.
Joke?
Harold.
Okay.
Harold, how long have you run this fine establishment?
It's difficult to remember. I believe it was my father's. I think I have been master of this humble house for must be coming on 20 years now.
My goodness.
How do you afford to stay in business?
Oh, well. It doesn't cost much keeping the place up. I'm able to catch quite a bit with my nets back in a few little secret ponds that I know of nearby. And there's very few troublesome folk that come by as well. That's one benefit of the location, I suppose. But I've had on occasion a few passers through looking to go to the Lost City perhaps, and they pay well enough. Plenty of rumors of treasure and old things there.
Have you been yourself?
Oh no, I would not. I have not deigned to go more than a few miles here or there from my home here.
When's the last time you had travelers pass through?
That must have been just under a year ago, perhaps. They were heading to the Lost City.
How did you come up with the name Hague Watch?
Well,
Are there hags about?
the swamp is known to harbor a few. That is true. I've even had. I am a afraid to say, some dealings with a creature I believe to have been a hag. As you see, he points to one eye, which is particularly glassy. The encounter did cost me, but they are a reasonable lot if you are not impolite.
I have a map that was crafted for me of the marsh, and I know you haven't been around much, but does it appear accurate to you, and do you think there's other things you would add in the area?
He says, whoever made this map, I commend them for knowing about these spots here.
Is that where you get your fishing? Or are
Oh
those
no,
other
that's too far from here.
Oh.
I get some from the river and some other places nearby, but yes, those are very curious little pools. They say that at one point a great temple was in between the two of them. Perhaps it's still there. I haven't deigned to head that far north in quite some time.
Intriguing. Well, thank you, Harold.
Are you gonna ask him?
About what?
You know what?
Yeah.
Do you live here yourself?
Oh yes.
We already know
No
his name.
family?
Harold.
You can ask him about
No,
Farwell
not for some
or
time.
whatever.
Okay.
They move away. This is not a place most people would choose to live. But I take stock in the fact that this building has been the possession of my family for generations. Someone's got to run the business.
It is admirable, Harold.
Does the name Farwell mean anything to you?
He shudders.
Read his mind.
I'll pull out my pistol. How about that?
No. Harold's
Maybe
a
he'll
nice
just tell us his mind.
Well,
I heard the name twice before. Yes, twice before. Once was by one of those adventuring crews coming through. They were speaking of the eyes of Farwell. Now, I'm not sure if the eyes are gems or something. I assume with the Lost City. Yet, the other time was in my encounter with one of the hags. She claimed that she had a vial of Farwell's eye, one of them. But when I looked, all I saw was a container of water.
Where did you encounter the hags?
Oh, they're not too far from here, I'm afraid. They've been within. In fact, you could go onto my roof and you'd be able to see the nearest hut in the distance.
Can you like
Do they live in the same place?
He
A hag hut?
he basically says
I mean, I saw the
in this
four huts.
vicinity. Yep.
I mean, I think if it's a vial of like water, we should go here.
It's a vial of water.
Well, the hags had a vial of what looked like just water,
Yeah.
saying it's Farwell's eyes, and
it's
these are
probably from
called the eyes.
Why did they show this to you? In what context? What were you discussing?
We were bartering. It was one of the things she offered in exchange for my eye.
Why would she think it has value?
I will not pretend to know the mind of a hag. They are sad and tortured creatures.
Have they ever tried to rip you off?
They've been content to leave our business where it stood when we last had a transaction. I think I have very little to offer them.
I think you have very little to offer us. I
You
don't
say that to the man.
know.
Okay.
Yeah, don't say stuff like that. Harold's gross.
Pretty useless.
Doesn't matter. He made a stew. Let's just be
He
grateful.
told us about the
How much
eggs.
for the stew, Harold?
Oh.
And for these fine accommodations.
Well, some coin would be appreciated. Yeah, there's enough stew that they're passing out bowls to the horde outside.
Why'd you got so much stew?
He made a double batch for us.
Suddenly 50 some people show up and he can just handle it?
It's made out of
It's all
Yes.
fishy. He's in leagues with the hags.
No way. No, he's just a.
He's fattening us up.
Bullet to the dome.
No, don't you dare.
Let's
Save
say
that bullet for the eels.
2 silver pieces.
Oh, absolutely. I will pay it.
Okay. He's very grateful to be holding the silver. He says, yes. You do me honor. And he stows it away in his little pouch. Okay.
So it's late, right?
It's getting late. You've been...
Like 5?
yeah, you've been in Harold's...
You were in the air for like 2.5
hospitality.
hours.
No, he
I
didn't
didn't do
commit
that.
to that. He just did a very brief
I
little
see.
reconnaissance, yep.
Okay, well, should we... What do you think? Should we
I mean, let's
stay
say you get
here
this
tonight?
liquid. What are you going to do with it?
Well, no, I'm just saying, if he wants to look for the eyes, I think that's likely these pools are supposed that there could
What if
be
we
a
just go
temple in
straight
between
there?
the two. Yeah, I think avoid the hags.
And if we don't figure anything out when we go there ourselves, then we can look to the hags for more information, I think.
So now you want to cross the marsh.
Oh.
Well, you don't have to.
Can't
You
we go
can
around?
take this recommended route, and you can go right to the pools.
That's still...
That's still going through the marsh. That's
Yeah.
just the recommended way
Well,
through
yeah.
the marsh. It's going to be hard to avoid the marsh to go somewhere in the marsh.
There's
Yeah.
no other way unless you get stronger. You can carry me.
No, that doesn't work.
No.
And we go.
What are these eyes for again?
Yeah, it's some riddle. Who gave this to you?
Is this from the box?
Yeah, I got it from the box, and actually it's like a dark magic riddle.
Do we even want to find these eyes then?
What box is this? What?
That's
the temple box.
Temple box.
This
You
is one
like
of the
put a
treasures.
riddle,
Maybe some guy
take a
just
riddle.
fucking with you.
Could
And
be.
he probably leads all sorts of people out here and they die.
Could be a
The
trap.
hags eat them.
Send him here.
He's in league with the hags.
Everyone's in league.
I mean, there is no guarantee. This was given to me on a critical fail, so
Oh, God.
it
all
could
adding
be,
up.
Well, okay.
It could be a trap.
So, do we want to head to Gelmore? Do we want to go to the Lost City?
I want the goddamn censor of Anatar.
You know it's in this marsh.
The
It's gotta be in
Anatar?
Lost City.
The
think
censor of
it's in the Lost
Anatar
City?
is in
Gotta
the
be
marsh.
in the Lost City.
Well, then we
Oh
should
well,
go
what?
there.
It's
then.
2 birds, 1 stone.
No. The eyes are not next to the
No,
Lost City.
they're not. They're ways away.
You wanted to go around the marsh to get to the Lost City, remember?
Yeah, but then you go through the ghosts and the mists,
That's even worse.
which I don't know. He didn't really tell me much about this,
Well, that's pretty ominous.
but it didn't
Like
say
Mummy
stay
Returns
away
when
though.
they have that huge
Yeah,
company
let's
of
just go to
men and
the
they all
censor.
die to the
I-
pig.
yeah.
Let's go to the censor. We don't have to worry about the eyes.
So you want to go straight through the
Unless
marsh, or you want to
I
go
want to
around?
ask Carol also about Kiranar.
Kiranar! He almost spits out his stew at that name. He says, yes, that was the name of the old temple. It was dedicated to him. The Temple of Kiranar.
The
What?
one that is purported to be between the 2 eyes.
Yes.
There's a temple dedicated.
What type of deity was this Kiranar?
I couldn't say. He has just forever been associated with the marsh itself. I think he was the chief deity, the chief god of this land.
The big chief.
Big cheese. I want to meet him.
Mike.
Let's go.
Have you heard of the ghosts and the mists?
I know of ghosts and of mists, but no, I would not give significance to ghosts in the mists. I've never heard that phrase.
Alright, let's just camp out around the inn.
Okay.
In the morning, we'll go through the recommended route to the eyes. I want to go in this temple and say a prayer to Nihilus.
Consecrate it to
Yeah,
Nyla? Okay.
We'll consecrate it.
Alright.
And then we'll go to the Lost City.
Do you mind, Harold, if we camp around your inn?
You are welcome to
I
do
wasn't
so,
asking.
but there is a lodging fare as well. I mean, I can accommodate many of you within these walls. There's ample space. He's got like 4 straw beds and then like space on the floor in here. I mean, there's you could probably fit a good number rolling out their bedrolls if they want to sleep indoors, but yes, if you want to just camp around his inn too, that's fine.
Strength in numbers. We gotta all be together.
Can I sleep inside?
Aren't you like a worshiper of the nature deity?
Yeah, but I feel bad for Harold.
Fuck Harold!
He's so lonely.
We'll put him out of his misery.
No!
Then he won't be alone anymore.
That's
The hags. Yes, the hags for company.
I mean, I'm sure Gulp would rather sleep inside.
Yes.
Well,
Thank
Gold can
you
do it.
for asking my opinion. I think Harold and I we could talk the night away.
There you go. Gold will keep him company.
Would another silver cover the troubles for our lodging and use of your grounds?
That would be fair, yes.
I'll pay it first.
Alright. Wow, he's made 3 silver today.
Who does he pay taxes to?
The eggs.
They permit him to.
They do
use
to
their
be
land
the gatekeeper into the marsh, yeah.
to lure people.
Yeah.
Promises of these vials.
Yeah. He knows if they say the gems are filled with gold or the huts are filled with gems and gold, they wouldn't. But they'll believe this vial.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'll ask Hubert where he prefers to sleep, because he and I bunk up.
Yeah. He was just gonna. He said under your arm, so wherever that is. Yeah. Yep.
I think I'll
Okay.
just sleep inside.
Okay. You take one of the straw beds. Okay.
Since it might be some time before I
All right.
sleep.
I need a D4 from the 3 of you as you go to sleep that night.
Where's a 4?
That's a
Oh, that's
cock.
a 4? No, it is. Oh, I got a 4.
Nice.
3.
3.
Okay.
That's how many nightmares
that's pretty
we
good.
have.
How much insanity do you get?
Yeah.
How many
Let's
hags
get-
descend on it?
I want to re-roll from the 2 of you.
Oh.
Whoever gets higher gets to keep the 3, and then whoever rolls lower gets to keep the new result. 1. All right. 1.
1.
Re-roll again.
4.
Damn it.
Okay. So
Well, then I still have a 3.
You
no.
only-
You
you
can
only-
take
I
the
have
1.
3. God
Okay.
damn it.
So Ardith Bay, you dream of you're seeing the inside of a large ruin. It's like, I shouldn't call it a ruin. It's showing signs of decay. You see holes in the stonework here and there. But you are in the large interior of a grand structure. In the center of this area, you see there is carved into the floor an amphitheater that descends down. So it's like it's like with each row you go deeper into like the carved surface of the floor. And at the bottom of the amphitheater, instead of a stage, there is a pool
The pool, like, full?
of clear water. Yes. And in this large building, you see mosaics carved into the wall with breathtaking craftsmanship. And the mosaic shows bodies of people sinking into a various like pools of water. And you see the ones furthest down are coming out of the water on the other side, as if there was an inverted world beneath the water. And under here, they look more full of vitality and splendidly dressed, as if they've passed through the afterlife or some great journey and have become anew on the other side. That is your dream.
Yeah.
Merrick, you have a dream of what you believe to be the Lost City. You see countless ruined towers and half-standing dwellings. And you see, despite this, a lively and bustling avenue of people walking about. So it's like they're going on about their day, even though their whole civilization around them has crumbled. And what looks like swarms of locusts or small insects, basically these big black clumps and mists, pass through them every once in a while. And when they do so, you see nothing but bones come out as they pass. So these people are just getting consumed by these mists that just pass around. That is your dream. Artemis.
Mm-hmm.
You have a dream of the marsh. You see the countless pools and little fens, treacherous ground that is untrustworthy to step on. And it becomes apparent to you that you see movement in many of the pools. And as you kind of focus on the movement, it's as if your vision keeps peeling back more and more of the water and of the turf, so that you're seeing beyond it. You're seeing right through it. And you see that the movement in all these different pools, stretching across dozens of miles, is all connected. There's a single organism dwelling underneath the marsh that has vast tentacles and a giant maw some miles deep beneath the marsh itself. It is a horrifying thought to behold. That is your dream.
Is this like a vivid dream, or is it just sort of like a normal dream that's sort of fuzzy and...
No, it's your perspective at the end was being dragged down by one of the tentacles towards the maw. Shit. Alright. So I'll need a will challenge roll from Merrick and Artemis in the morning.
15.
Okay.
7.
Okay. Artemis, you take 1 insanity. Merrick, you take 2 insanity. Your minds are troubled from your dream, and it will be difficult for you if you see reminders or a similar space for your thought not to be either clouded or dominated by what you saw in your dreams. So you're a little bit shaky going forward, but maybe you'll never encounter or have a visual trigger of what you saw. Or maybe you'll be able to just force it out of your mind with sheer power of will. Either way, you all feel like you've been given a vision of somewhere in this marsh, as if the very land is reaching out to you in your dreams. And before you venture in further, we will adjourn the session so that Mert can partake in the horrors and challenges.
Mert's really cutting our sessions short.
Yeah. I mean, this was a bit of a unfortunate thing for him. He had to go because of a family incident, so we won't punish him for that.
That's all he has. Is
Yeah.
Family incident.
I hope we brought Harold some happiness by our presence.
Bring him a bullet.
As you leave that at some point you'll leave the next morning, but you'll see that he is notably more cheerful than when you first found him.
Less glassy-eyed.
Well, he still has
No,
a glass eye.
Oh, he
Yeah.
had literal glass eyes.
He
Well,
one of
eye.
them. One of them is gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're so insensitive,
Studies.
Like, your eye looks a little glassy there.
We used to be a lot worse. I mean, in the old days, we definitely would have just killed this guy.
Put a marble in him.
Yeah, we would have taken over his inn and started our own business.
There's nothing to
This
be
is
earned
our
here.
marsh business now.
No one wants this land.
That's true.
You go to the Hagues. There's a new deal now.
Yeah, exactly.
You work for us.
You gotta start paying rent.
Yeah, that's
You live in
right.
these huts.
Oh my
Pay
God.
us taxes.
It'd be a
now.
shame if something were to happen to these huts.
Yeah.
Yeah, we almost should just go kill the hags so they leave
They
heroes
just
alone.
seem like they're up to no good.
Hagues are.
Although at the
They're
same
pretty
time,
tough in
they're
this-
like
in
the
this
only
universe.
company that.
Yeah,
Hero-
that he gets
Wipe
regular.
Yes.
Yeah.
a god sort him out.
But once we get the sensor, we'll take care of it.
There you go.
I'll tell you guys. The sensor is worth getting.
Nice.
Immensely powerful. Probably cause a little corruption every time you use it, but what's corruption
I welcome
for?
Ming's
yeah.
all about
Yeah. Right.
being
So
corrupt.
yeah. All right.
So I have one.
You guys all are doing a good job pursuing your various faiths. So I think you're on the verge of tier 3 for that, but you're not quite there. You got to get a little bit further into the marsh, and probably not too far from level 5. Killing the vampire was a big milestone, but you guys kind of hit 4 at a bit of an anticlimactic zone. So you need one more big encounter before you're 5. So. I don't know how much you get at 5, but it's halfway to max level in Demon Lord, pretty much. So that's pretty good.
Well, the old max level.
The old max level, yeah.
There's a new
So
one.
yeah.
Well, you can
Oh,
go up
man.
to whatever level.
I can't wait for tier 3. I get plus 5 speed.
5 is good because you get an extra power.
Yeah.
You can learn rank 3 spells. It's pretty exciting.
Good.
Thank you.
I don't know.
I don't know what I've been told.
I get Hubert.
You get Hubert.